Hey everybody, it's Doug Schauf with the Make Maine Your Home team over at Remax Oceanside. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about 3 reasons to live in Falmouth, Maine. So let's do this. All right, everybody, like I said, we're going to talk about Falmouth, Maine today. We're going to talk about a few reasons to live there or even just to visit. It's a great town. We get a lot of calls for people that want to move there, a lot of questions about Falmouth, Maine. So I'm glad that we're able to do this video to shine some light on Falmouth. It's a great community. So let me get my glasses on here and we could go through our list of 3 things. Number 1, we thought was like location and it's a waterfront town. The location is great because if you're in Cumberland County, you're just north of Portland. It borders that north side of Portland. So it's a super easy commute to get into Portland if that's where you're working, but also it's a waterfront community. The waterfront in Falmouth is really great. It's a lot of like marinas, a lot of boating out of Falmouth. So it's really like that type of community as far as the waterfront goes. And any oceanfront town, I love it. I mean, it's one of the biggest reasons why we live here in Maine, and Falmouth has that as a waterfront town. It's really just a great place for that. Number 2, we said nature, and it's kind of like we're incorporating a lot of like the trail systems and things like that here. And again, also water frontage, because there are some beaches. There's Town Landing for public boat launch and things like that. That's free. That's awesome. There's really some great parks. There's some great trails. There's the Maine Autobahn. There's Mackworth Island, which is really fun to check out. The Falmouth Nature Preserve. Again, there's beaches and the Town Landing and all that stuff. But it's such a great place because Falmouth is actually a pretty big town. If you look at the map, you got the waterfront area, but then it goes out and it gets a little more rural in that area, and that's where a lot of like the great trails and things like that are. So it's really kind of best of both worlds when you're thinking about Falmouth to move to. So number 3, we're talking about like the community and like the school system ratings. So first off, when it comes to the school system, if you're looking to move to the area, we often get the question like, how are the schools or what towns have good school systems? And Falmouth is always on the top of that list. Here in the state of Maine, when you look at like the top 5 school systems in the state of Maine, Falmouth is almost always in that area. So, if you're considering school systems and that's a need for you, definitely you're in a good place to look at Falmouth. And of course, the piggyback with the location, it's really a great place. And also like the sense of community there. If you watch any of my videos, I love hockey and live ice skating. There's a couple arenas there, the Family Ice Arena and then Casco Bay Arena, which are really side by side, but there's a great hockey community in Falmouth, which is really nice. The community for the school sports and everything is really vibrant, and that's awesome. And then even when you get out in the rural areas, it's like there's just such a great sense of community and pride to live in Falmouth, Maine. Great people there, and highly recommend making that top of your list when you're looking at places to live or move to here in the Portland area. Hopefully this was helpful. If you know a lot about Falmouth and want to chime in, please comment below. If you got any questions, of course, comment below as well. We're always happy to help out. And remember, if you make Maine your home and Falmouth, you don't have to do it alone.